Hello everybody, I'm trying to usually get the light right. I'm Karen Barna, welcome to my Facebook Live. I figured I'd use a tripod so we're not always so close to everything. I want to talk to you today about, well, first of all, and I always forget to say this, don't forget to give me likes and happy faces and all that good stuff, because I guess that's valued in the Facebook realm. So give me likes, shares. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe. Trying to get to 100, and I'm the little engine that could. I want to talk to you today about ego, because your ego really is not your friend. I think a lot of people think their ego is, oh, aren't I badass, and don't I look great, and aren't I smart, and don't I have a great job? That's what we perceive your ego to be, but it's not really what your ego's role is. Your ego's role is to protect you, to keep you in a box, so you don't venture out and cause yourself harm. It doesn't like you to be in awkward situations or try new experiences, because its role is to keep you protected. So that's why your ego isn't your friend. And whenever you're doing something that's different or new or stepping out of the box, you have to keep that in mind, that voice that you hear, that you have been raised to believe that that's your inner voice protecting you. And listen, always listen to your inner voice. A lot of times it's just your ego trying to hold you back, trying to keep you in this little box, to keep you from moving forward. And it's a tricky dance, because sometimes your ego has value, as in, holy crap, you know, when you're at Whole Foods like we were for lunch, some creepy guy walks up right behind you. You know, your ego sounding alarms like, why is this guy so close to me? Versus you're going to a new, you know, a meeting by yourself for the first time, you don't know where to park, and you got to walk in and you're unsure of yourself. So there's a lot of different rules, and you have to learn to identify what is the ego that's trying to protect you, and what is the ego that's trying to hold you back and keep you in place. And it's always I always tell people, if they say they don't know what it is, it's always the who am I? Who am I to, you know, who am I to apply for this job? Who am I to go out with this person? Who am I to, I gotta put my glasses on, I'm seeing stuff. He was very strange. He was a creeper at Whole Foods. But, you know, who am I to take these college classes? Or who am I to apply for this job, this management position? That's always your ego, because it wants to keep you firmly in place, firmly not doing anything at all, because that's its role. So learn how to do a workaround. You know, when you get that little bit of twinge of, you know, I really don't want to do this. Why? Don't ever let fear rule your life. I know for me, I'd allowed fear way too many times to rule my life. I've allowed fear to hold me back from doing stuff that I really wanted to do, but I was fearful. I've allowed my ego to hold me back because I was fearful of what was on the other side. And I also call that the OSS, the other shoe syndrome. You know, people that have chaotic lives have a tendency to shoot a little bit more to the negative, because they've seen so much negative in their lives that they have a tendency to swing that way. So whenever you're getting ready to try something new, get on the train, the subway for the first time in DC, or go meet with your senator for the first time. Go to a brand new grocery store for the first time, or use coupons for the first time. I mean, anytime there's a first, there's always nervousness to it. But understand that your ego's role is to protect you. So you want to say, thank you, ego, for protecting me, but I've got it from here. I'll take it from this point on, and see what's hi Howard. Oh, hey Howard, how are you? It was like, why hi Howard? So you want to make sure that you manage your ego. You want to make sure that you understand what it's doing, and if it's a form of protection or a form of fear. And if it's a form of protection, you got to thank it and look around and say, what, you know, is this a legitimate risk, or is it just kind of think so? And if it's fear, you've got to work through the fear. You've got to dance through the fear. And that's, I think, one of the hardest things for us as human beings to do. Because since back in the caveman days, we've been conditioned to fear. The cavemen, feared the bears, and well, I don't know if they had bears back then. They wouldn't have had dinosaurs, because they would be extinct by then. I don't know what they had, but they were afraid of something. Maybe dinosaurs. Huh. I don't know. But you know, the cavemen, feared them, and then all the way through up until now, there's always been a predator. You know, as we've moved past, there's always been, you know, sometimes more predators than, you know, sometimes predators are animals, and other times predators are human beings predating on each other. And I'm sure predating is not a word, but what the heck, I'd make up my own. So just keep that in mind as you venture out, as we're, you know, in the fourth quarter, or I guess we're not in the fourth quarter yet, it's October, as we're coming up on the fourth quarter of the year, and you're looking at your goals that you set and saying, you know, did I make it or not? If you did make it, was it fear-based that you didn't make it? Or did you change your mind? Or you made what you wanted to make, but you didn't make the rest? I mean, when I started the year, I'd always said, you know, I was going to finish my book. You know, for 3 or 4 years I've said that. But it never made my goals. And that's what I actually accomplished. So it's kind of funny when I look back at my goals, there's no mention of me finishing my book. There's a bunch of other stuff. So look at your goals, see where you're at. If there's a goal that you really want to accomplish before the end of 2017, and it means a lot to you, sit down over the weekend and meditate. Remember, I did that video on how to meditate. Meditate and figure out, is it you don't have the right tools, the right money, the right equipment, whatever, or is it just fear? And if it's fear, just fight through the fear. Because on the other side is awesomeness. I fought through the fear of publishing my book, and on the other side is awesomeness. The fear of losing weight, awesomeness. Fear of changing jobs, awesomeness. So just fight through your fear and keep going. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you all on Monday. Bye-bye.